Now we're gonna add the darker color tentacle, or the secondary color tentacle. If it's not darker, it's whatever, but the one that isn't the main color of the body. So let me grab one of those. This is mine, nice and curly, love it. We are going to be stitching it onto the body in a similar way to doing the arms and legs and stuff. Instead of sewing it on later, we get to just stitch it on and continue on with our lives. To do this one, so we have our end here with our 2 strands. And what we're going to be doing is placing a stitch on each side. One right here, and then one right here on the other side. One single crochet through each side of this. When you do this, this side does get a little loosey-goosey, but you'll pull it tight or sew the ends in through the back to make it nice and tight. So don't worry about that. So let's get me back in my loop here. So I'm going to go through, and I'll show you how it gets all loosey-goosey. So I'm going through this part right here, and I like to pull the strand behind and then go like this. Now I'm going to go in here and pull my loop through both, and then I'm going to finish my single crochet. And you can see how it's a little loose right there. Pull it nice and tight. And then you can do your next one and kind of tuck it behind, and then it'll be in place. So now we're going to go on the other side of the stitch, which is right here. And then we're going to go into the next stitch, which is this one. And then I'll pull up a stitch through both and then single crochet. And I'll show you the next one. So now we're going to single crochet 2 to get the right placement. So 1, and I crochet over the ends of these tentacles because it just really keeps them in place, and then I like to tie a knot in the inside. So there's 1 stitch, 2 stitches, and now is when you can like pause if you want to tie your little knots if you want to. I'm a mess. I'm telling you, every time I record. This is just how I am constantly, though. Let's be real. So I do a little knot. And I just like throw it in there. Nobody will ever know. Shh, it's our secret. I did our 2 stitches. Now I'm going to grab my other one of the same color and do the same thing. If it gets undone like this, just like curl it back up. No big deal. Nothing ever happened. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing. Here are our 2 sides. Side 1 and side 2. We'll put a stitch through each one of those. Side 1, the loosey-goosey side. And make sure it's the working side's facing you when you do this. Hopefully you're not actually doing this with me, or else you may have a backwards tentacle. So there's 1. There's the loosey-goosey side. I like to pull it nice and tight. And then I go in through the other side, and then I go through the next stitch. There's number 2. And then I'm just going to single crochet for the rest of the round, which should be 13 stitches. So make sure you check for your next stitch. It's this one right here. I was covered up. I almost went into this one. It's this one. And then same thing, you can crochet over your ends, and it just hides them inside. And then you can tie the knot and tuck it in, and nobody will ever know it's there. It's a secret. So even that, like, I'll do that in a minute. They're annoying me now, so I'm going to throw them in there, and then I'll single crochet my rest of my row. Single crochet the rest of your row. I'm singing to myself all the time. This is not for you all. This is just for me. I can't sing very well, but I do it. Okay. Then if you want to, here, now you can finish the inside of these by tying your little knot or weaving in ends if you're not lazy. But why do that when I can just do this? Burp. And then you can trim them, or be like me and just go pop, 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 and just like shove it in the neck, and then just keep going on with your life. yeah. And then, yeah, you just keep going. The next round is very similar. You just crochet them in, just different spacing, and you're doing a great job. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, y'all. And I'm very proud of you. You're doing great.